The Seven is celebrating its 4th birthday this month. I hope you got us something nice. But we have a gift for you. A special offer on a premium Washington Post subscription. You can get one for $3 every 4 weeks, or $33 for the first year. That's billed as $3 every 4 weeks for the first year, then $17 every 4 weeks thereafter. You can cancel anytime. To take advantage of this special offer, go to washingtonpost.com/the7. That's the number 7. This is a great deal for listeners and readers of The Seven. And it comes with 3 extra accounts you can share with friends and family. Happy birthday to us. Now let's get to the news. Former FBI Director James Comey was indicted. That's where we're starting The Seven from the Washington Post. I'm Hannah Jewell. It's Friday, September 26th. Let's get you caught up with today's 7 stories. A federal grand jury in Northern Virginia issued the indictment against James Comey yesterday. It charges him with 1 count of making false statements and 1 count of obstruction of Congress. Those charges are punishable by up to 5 years in prison. Comey says he's innocent. And in a video statement posted to social media, he vowed to take his case to trial.
My family and I have known for years that there are costs to standing up to Donald Trump. But we couldn't imagine ourselves living any other way. We will not live on our knees, and you shouldn't either.
This indictment was delivered over the objections of some career prosecutors. They insisted there was insufficient evidence to charge Comey with a crime. This is the most significant step to date in President Donald Trump's campaign to deploy the Justice Department to avenge personal grievances and prosecute those he perceives as his enemies. Comey's FBI had investigated Russian involvement in the 2016 presidential election. Trump fired him in 2017. President Trump announced new tariffs on trucks, furniture, and pharmaceuticals. That's number 2. Just when you thought the tariff news had died down, here comes another round. Trump spoke fondly of the word tariffs in the Oval Office yesterday.
The tariffs, remember when I said a long time ago, I said it's the greatest word, it's my favorite word in the world. Then I had to say, I was forced to say other things, and of course, rightfully so. Love, family, religion. So I think I put tariff number 5.
Later, in a post on social media, Trump said a new tariff on heavy trucks would be 25%. New import taxes of 50% will be imposed on all kitchen cabinets, bathroom vanities, and associated products. And upholstered furniture will be subject to a 30% rate. Pharmaceutical products, meanwhile, may face a rate of 100%. But Trump suggested that could be lower for drug companies that are building plants in the U.S. All of this is set to take effect October 1st. That's Wednesday. Trump suggested the fresh tariffs would be a boost to U.S. companies. But inflation is rising, trade policy is uncertain, the job market is softening, and new rates could lead to increased health insurance costs. Number 3 is a Post exclusive. Iran increased work at a mysterious underground site after U.S. strikes. Back in June, Israel and the U.S. hit 3 nuclear sites in Iran. Following the attacks, Trump claimed that Iran's nuclear capabilities had been totally obliterated. U.S. government intelligence reports were less clear-cut. And now, a new post-analysis of satellite imagery paints a very interesting picture. It shows increased construction at a mysterious underground site just south of one of the nuclear facilities that was targeted in June. It suggests that Iran has not entirely ceased work on its suspected weapons program and may be cautiously rebuilding. Number 4 is another Post exclusive. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has summoned hundreds of military leaders from across the world for a meeting. Earlier this week, the Pentagon sent an unusual directive to almost all of the military's top commanders across the globe. That's according to more than a dozen people familiar with the matter. Even top generals and their staff don't know what this meeting is about. It's expected to take place at a Marine Corps base in Virginia next week. The move has left some feeling confused and alarmed, especially after the Trump administration's recent mass firings of senior leaders. It's also not clear whether the president will attend, or if Hegseth warned Trump about his plans. Both Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance have downplayed the event. Whatever it's about, Hegseth's critics fear his recent high-profile firings are damaging the nonpartisan reputation of the Defense Department. Amazon will pay out $1.5 billion to Prime subscribers. That's number 5. This settlement is one of the largest in U.S. history. It includes an additional $1 billion fine Amazon will pay to the Federal Trade Commission. It means the company can avoid going to trial over claims that it tricked people into signing up for its free shipping service, then made it extremely difficult to cancel. A disclaimer, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos owns The Washington Post. Anyway, anyone who signed up through the deceptive process and only used Amazon Prime 3 times in 12 months will be refunded automatically. Others who used it more might also be due a refund, but they'll have to fill out a form. You can check if you're eligible and how to get your money at the link in our newsletter today. A tropical storm could hit the southeastern U.S. early next week. That's number 6. Forecasters are watching a weather system that could bring heavy rain and destructive wind to parts of the East Coast. Right now, it's what's known as a tropical disturbance, and there's a lot of uncertainty about its strength and path. If it does form into a tropical storm, meteorologists will give it an official name. They say it could sweep through Georgia, the Carolinas, and potentially the Mid-Atlantic. And that's not the only weather we're watching. Tropical storm Umberto is also swirling in the Atlantic. It could be upgraded to a hurricane this weekend. That one isn't projected to make it to land. But we will keep an eye on both. And at number 7, our species could be much older than we thought. A new analysis of a very old skull is causing a little drama in the paleontology world. It's generally accepted that modern humans split from Neanderthals and other ancestors around 500,000 to 700,000 years ago. But a new assessment of a crushed skull that was first unearthed in central China in 1990 challenges that assessment. It contends that Homo sapiens emerged more than 1 million years ago. Scientists reconstructed the skull digitally. It reveals an ancient man with a squat neck and a big brain. He probably used stone tools and hunted or scavenged for elephants and rhinos. But not all paleontologists are impressed by him. Some say the weight of evidence from genetic analysis and other fossils still suggests a much more recent origin for our species. If you want to see what this ancient fellow might have looked like, check out our newsletter today. Find that, as always, in our show notes. That's the show for this week. The associate producer of The Seven is Taylor White. Special help this week from Rennie Svirnovsky and Emma Talkoff. The staff writers are Jamie Ross, Isan Akabau, and me. John Taylor is our editor. Additional editing by Christina Quinn. Copy editing by Melissa No, Thomas Haliba, and Laura Mihalski. Mixing and sound design is by Jim Briggs and Justin Garish. Our theme music is by Edith Mudge. Renita Jablonski is our director of audio. I'm Hannah Jewell. Thanks for listening, and have a rapturous weekend. I'll meet you back here on Monday.